The Lithuanian port city Klaipėda has given European basketball many great players. One of the best of them is Arvydas Macijauskas, a European champion with Lithuania in 2003 and a prolific scorer in the EuroLeague, Europe's top-flight competition. In 2003, Macijauskas joined Keramika, or Baskonia as it is named nowadays. He helped the club win the Spanish Cup and reached the EuroLeague Final Four, where they lost to Maccabi Tel Aviv, which was led by another Lithuanian our viewers know very well, Šarūnas Jasikevičius. During his 2 seasons with Keramika, Macijauskas averaged 18.6 points in the EuroLeague. Might not sound a lot to NBA fans, but getting close to 20 points per game is excellent in Europe's top flight. Moreover, Macijauskas had some astonishing individual performances. In 2003, he scored career-high 40 points in the EuroLeague against the French side Asvel. He made all of his 14 free throws and 6 3-pointers and connected on 4 of 7 from 2-point range. What makes his feat even more impressive is that the game wasn't some triple overtime thriller. He didn't even play the whole 40 minutes of regular time, but 31 minutes. Furthermore, only 8 players have managed 40 points or more in the modern EuroLeague. His world-class shooting and consistency at getting buckets meant his name was on the NBA radar. Macijauskas finally made the jump in 2005, joining the New Orleans Hornets that had to relocate to Oklahoma due to the havoc caused by Hurricane Katrina. Much of his potential in the NBA was a mystery before he went to the States. Yes, Macijauskas was great on offense, but his defense received much criticism already in Europe. It was rather obvious that he will suffer on the defensive end in the NBA, but the hope was that he'll be able to shoot lights out and earn a spot in the rotation. Macijauskas signed a 2-year deal with an option for the 3rd season at $2.5 million per season. Interestingly, it was rumored that in Europe he would have gotten double of that he was making with the Hornets. Macijauskas arrived to a team that won just 18 games in the 04-05 season. Drafting future Hall of Fame point guard Chris Paul made them significantly better, and the Hornets improved to 38 wins, but the role of Macijauskas was non-existent. It turned out that the guy who scored 24 points against the USA in the 04 Olympics wasn't needed. Macijauskas wasn't projected as a starter, but a potentially valuable asset coming off the bench, being backup to J.R. Smith. But the Hornets traded for guards Russell Butler and Kirk Snyder, who both passed the Lithuanian in the rotation. Also, guard Speedy Claxton was having the best season as a pro, which left Macijauskas in a position where there were too many people at his position. The Lithuanian played only 19 games for the Hornets and averaged a measly 2.3 points on a 34% field goal shooting. Macijauskas, who gained fame in Europe thanks to his efficient scoring, suddenly became a bricklayer. Macijauskas wasn't needed, and his place in the rotation meant that the local news outlet came up with an anecdote. Macijauskas is so far at the end of the bench that head coach Byron Scott would do better paging the Lithuanian than yelling for him. During the season, Macijauskas was adamant that he's not going to leave the Hornets. "I want to play, but my job is to practice now. Just show my best. I'm happy," he added. Scott supported him. "For most European guys, it takes time," he said. "The great thing is, he hasn't come to practice complaining about playing time or in a bad mood. I tell all our guys that you're going to get a shot, but you better be ready to take advantage of it." Macijauskas felt that he made the right choice going to the NBA. "I know I can play here. I know it. If I was scared, I wouldn't have come here. It's a dream to come here. It hasn't been easy, but I feel like I'm good enough." Macijauskas played in the Hornets with another European, Slovenian Bojan Nahbar. The forward gave his 2 cents about Macijauskas. "The players here are the best in the world. You're not going to be a star the first day you get here. Sometimes you have to wait for your turn, whether you're a star in Europe or not. I think he realizes that now. At the beginning, I don't think he did, and he was impatient." After returning from Europe, Macijauskas was very critical of his stint in the NBA and criticized Scott. "I want to forget that year. Everything went wrong. A really bad coach, a bad franchise," Macijauskas said. He added, "The NBA isn't fun. There are no teams. There's no true commitment between teammates. Everybody is always talking about money and business, so it seems it doesn't matter to win or lose."